we set up the agenda for the next meeting. Okay, I'm posted in the chat, and also sorry, we prepare the doodle to understand who will join and when. So if anyone is interested, it's in the chat, and then in the channel of Slack too. Um, I think mostly the question was about how um, to relate with local group, because it's fundamental to for our work in the web, for the digital group, to relate and to have a very tight relation, and sharing with the locals. So that was the biggest thing that we are going to talk in the first hangout of this team.
Okay, I had this morning a meeting with Analia and Sviatov, and also a little meeting with Baptiste. So we clarified at least the general approach of the civic engagement job. And I think it's useful to share with you. So I understand it's complicated to get used to an equilibrium between global and local, and we have as well a big problem with the language. So if the global community is speaking in English, it would be difficult to interact with local people in French. So what we said is that the idea is we have a global community coming on Paris to work on specific projects. So we have so far at least four specific projects. One is about civic economy. Something came up my trip on Spain. I met with Adolfo Chauton, working on this idea of civic economy, and we had an interesting workshop in Bilbao. And so we have this specific job line, let's say. I don't know how you could say in English. So this work group. So we will work on a specific project related with civic economy. We will have another group working on civic points, how we can create a network of civic points. We have another group working on civic tech, and civic tech, civic technology.
Okay.
So the idea is to, after the spectacular political changes we are experimenting in Spain, there is a need for a more deeply thinking on the between technology and territory. So with the new governments, there is this aim to open the collaboration, the participation with citizens, but there is the need to get more inside the thing and think more, have a good reflection about how we can really use civic technology to get people involved and promote civic engagement. So we will have this work group, and I think there is another one, but right now I don't remember. So civic technology, civic economy, civic points, and there is another one. I don't know. So anyway, so to get local people connected with the event, what we thought is that we can use the next 2 months to meet people here in Paris, so local organizations, local actors, citizens, and talk about the event and try to organize another work groups um, specifically for a local project. So what? So the idea is okay. We can communicate to local people that that they have the opportunity to count on 100 people, 100 professionals working on collaborative urbanism, and they can work together to develop a specific project for the neighborhood, and they will actually work in French, and it's would be our job. I mean, for the civic-wise local group to create connection with maybe some expert coming from abroad to help these local groups for specific things. What I mean is, imagine you have local groups work on a specific project to get real here in the neighborhood. So they will work during the week, so during the Global Camp with us, but they will work in French. So as we have a local group, a civic-wise group for Paris, when we find that there is something really specific, and we know that there is some expert coming from abroad that could help, we can create this connection. So we create this bridge between the local groups and global experts. I don't know if that is clear.
Kind of. I have some questions.
Yes.
The four main projects you were saying are developed by the local community, the global community,
Yes.
during the camp or in general?
During the camp, actually,
Okay.
the idea is CivicWise is a global community, so we are working as we are doing right now, mainly online. So the idea to have a global camp is actually to speed up our capacity to work and to go ahead for our projects. So the Global Camp would be the opportunity to work physically together and go faster in our projects. Actually, I finally remember the fourth one, the publication. I had a meeting for the publication group, and so this is the fourth group. So actually, these kind of work groups, they kind already exist. Some more structured, and others maybe they are starting right now, like civic technology and civic economy. They are starting right now. But for instance, for the publication, we already have a group working on the project, and so this group exists. And during the global camp, they will work more. They will work better and together physically. So the idea for the local community would be exactly the same as Civic-wise Paris. We will work with local groups meet more people talking about the Glocal Camp, and their goal, their mission, would be to make common projects. So how local people could be together working on a common project, and they maybe will start maybe 2 weeks before the Glocal Camp for just a meeting, so just to get together for an initial proposal. And during the Global Camp, they will be working intensively on this project. So they will work in French.
The local community,
Of
Civic-wise Paris.
Civic-wise local group would be to create some specific connection with the experts coming from abroad.
Okay. So I try to resume
I don't know if
part.
that is clear.
You were saying the local community now will search for local actors and activities to start, and we will try to. They will try to create this work group on local projects. Maybe before the camp they will start, and in the camp the local civic-wise Paris will be the connection between global community that will work on their workshop and the local when they find an expert or someone who can join the team, the local team, they will try to mediate and connect. Did I understand right?
Yes.
Okay. So that okay, then we will have this meeting this week with Analia and we will try to coordinate.
Yeah, so what they will be doing, Analia and Aurélie, will be mapping the neighborhood. So maybe in a month or something like that, we can share digital map of these local actors, and they should create also the conditions to get people together working on a specific project. So the plan B, if we don't achieve a way to get people working together, will be actually work on an existing project that Civic-wise Paris is already coordinating, which is actually the reuse of building that is situated within maybe 50 meters from the square where we'll be working. So actually there is an existing project that Civic-wise is promoting and coordinating, and we already did a lot of work on it, connecting different actors. So if we didn't achieve create another specific project with more people, we already have this possibility.
I try to I will try to figure out what the global team of civic engagement can do, because to me now seems that most of the work has to be done by Civic Wise Paris.
Actually, actually, the global part of civic engagement, I think, would be maybe more, let's say, how we can say that, maybe in a way what we need maybe is uh, for instance, get more information about the people coming from abroad, get some kind of mapping of
the
expertise.
community.
What kind of experts are coming in Paris, and when we will start develop some project here in Paris, maybe we can see what exactly would be useful for local groups from people coming abroad. I don't know if I'm clear.
Yes, yes, perfectly. To add this work of connection between the community and the local project that we started that week. Okay, okay, see, yes, that's very interesting.
Yeah, I think it's quite the same as local group is mapping the local actors. The what we need is actually mapping the global groups and understand what kind of expertise each of us would be offering during the event. So would be useful, I think.
Yes.
I don't know, Carlotta. You said as well you are interested in civic engagement.
Yes,
It's clear for you. You have
I can join the group in Paris, but also I think it's important to try to create a sort of collaboration between us that we are in Paris and people who are not in Paris but can contribute. So I think the idea of trying to find some experts that could help in the moment of the Glocal Camp would be a good idea.
yes.
But I think for be active now, I have to join more. I will contact Zvat and Analia, and trying to work with
Yes.
them, and trying to have
Act- yes.
beside with Francesco and the others that want to contribute a sort of a hangout weekly, and try to resume what we are working here in Paris, and then
Yes. The actually in Paris we talked this morning. Analia, Sviatov, and me. And the idea is we will meet Wednesday here because we have the CivicWise meetup. I don't know if you have the
mhm.
opportunity to join
Yes, we'll
us.
be there.
And
Hmm.
okay, so it would be great. And after that, actually, try to make steady date and time each week to get updated. Actually, the idea is, for instance, maybe we will meet each Wednesday volume, dedicate just 1 hour to get updated, and after that we can work independently.
Okay, the microphone is quite hard to follow, but I understand that we will meet. We will try to meet every Wednesday.
Yeah. Yes, this is the idea. So, every Wednesday at midday and 30, we have a physical meeting here in Volume in Paris, and maybe it would be useful to establish another global hangout to get updated with the global community.
Okay,
I don't
sorry.
know in which.
This Wednesday will be at midday.
No, this Wednesday, no. We just have the meetup
Mm-hmm.
at 7:30.
7:30. Yeah.
But the following weeks, the idea is to meet each Wednesday at midday and half
Okay.
here in Paris.
Okay. Okay.
So would be interesting. Maybe we will talk separately
Yes. Sure.
about civic engagement. Yeah, to get update on other groups. I just saw that Artemi is here. Artemi.
Hi guys.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. I'm trying to follow the process. I'm a little bit busy, and I'm not exactly in the real time, but I will try to understand the process and join me in the process, like you. I don't know how can I say. Sorry for my English, but
You join maybe in the next days.
maybe in the next week I will try to be more time with the Glocal Camp, but until today
Okay.
it was really difficult to me. So I'm here just hearing, and the next week I will
Okay.
try to propose in the
Okay.
process. Okay.
Perfect.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Okay.
So yes, it's okay. So we talked about civic engagement. There is here, maybe Danny, you could share what we spoke with the today meeting.
Yes, about the publication. So
Yes.
we were talking about having two publications. One for this year that would be a catalog with some research and some actions. And for that, an open call should be open by the end of March. And then for next year, another publication that would be more kind of dictionary of collaborative urbanism. And for that, we are still deciding how this open call will work. And then uh, I think that for the publication is this. We will have meetings every Monday. I don't know if there are more people interested in joining. It will be every morning on Mondays. Morning for me, I'm sorry, it's 1 p.m. Time from Paris. And we will develop a draft for the open call and a draft for a publication structure. If anyone wants to propose something, there is a folder on Google Drive. There is a publication folder, so if you want to propose something, you can just propose there. And I think that's it.
Okay. So yes. So I think it's clear we will have these two publications, and it's interesting that the first publication would be edited by Lugadero, which is a CivicWise partner. Actually, Lugadero will be starting circle in Sevilla, in Spain. And Pablo from Lugadero is actually a co-founder of CivicWise, so it's interesting. And another one, also thanks to Pablo, which is in London, living in London, maybe would be edited by UCL Press, which is an important university in London. So I think it would be very, very useful for Glocal Camp and CivicWise to have these two publications. Just to get you, just to remember, we will organize a crowdfunding during all the month of April to finance the publication. So the idea is to finance the first publication with this crowdfunding, and the second one, actually, we don't need the money to publish the publication, because the UCL Press actually will be paid for it. So okay, so we have that these two different publications. We have the crowdfunding. Actually, so far we maybe we will need a little bit more help for the crowdfunding. I don't know. I just launched the stone. We say that in Italian. Maybe if someone would help for the crowdfunding, the idea is to start the campaign for the beginning of April. So we need some help to prepare the documentation, and we need also to make a video to promote the crowdfunding. The good news is that Marta, I don't know if you had a look at the communication group. Marta created a T-shirt with the logo of Glocal Camp. So we can use, I think, this T-shirt to finance the crowdfunding. So people could contribute with money, and they could receive the T-shirt in exchange of the money they will offer for the publication. So I think for the publication is, I don't know, Danny, if you want to add something more about the publication.
No, I think that that's what we had talked today. I had forgotten about UCL and Logareira. Thank you. No.
Okay, so other groups. I don't know, Natalia, if you have a specific interest on different groups or.
Well, about what we were talking, I think, I don't know if civic engagement is really interesting. I mean, I could help, but I don't know. Like, I'm not in Paris, so maybe it will be a little difficult to participate in it.
So
the publication, it's interesting. I don't know. I'm gonna think maybe about it and let you know.
Okay, there are other groups. Another one is actually design and build. I don't know if Saverio, you have something to share with us about it. You are in these groups, really? Do you?
Yeah, but I was really busy, and I'm not following right now what it's happened really. Let's say I'm not really inside the activities, unfortunately.
Okay, so Natalia, if you want, you can also join this group, which is partners and funding. So, which is trying to get some partner involved on the project. With some of you, I was thinking about the idea to maybe to propose a partnership to Volkswagen to have maybe a van proposal would be useful. Just to think about it and how we can get some kind of help and resource to organize the event. We were thinking about the logistics this morning with Viatov. he has a lot of connection with the local enterprises and building enterprises. So he is really convinced that we can have different materials. What we need actually is how we can get physically these materials and how we can collect these materials. And here there is another important thing, which is the negotiation we have with the local authorities and with the Paris Council, because basically until the next Wednesday, we should ask officially the permission to use the square. So actually, I understand that is quite a formality, but we need to prepare it and uh, to to send this official form to the local police and the local government, both of them. So, and for the local police, we need to send the request 2 months before the event. So we are really in the line. So until Wednesday, we have to send it. And Maria is now working on it, Maria and Baptiste. So normally we will be able to send the form to the police and the local government. And what we need as well for for instance, Carlotta and other people interested in logistics, this morning we were thinking about how what actually we need for the event, because when we meet, so this week or next week we will meet the local council, so the Paris Council, and we need to be clear about what we will ask to the city council. So what we really need for the event, because it's now the moment to ask. So the local council is really excited about the event. So this is really good because they want the event to happen. So now is the moment to be clear about what we need. So maybe we need to work on a list. I don't know if you, Carlota, we can talk about it also the Wednesday. I don't know if you would be able to come here before the event.
Yes.
Would be useful, and we can start to create this list that would be useful for this meeting with the local council.
Yes, I'm available. I can come a little bit early.
Great. And other important thing is the negotiation with the city council about a place where we can sleep is going well. So maybe we are talking now about the opportunity to have a building even for 6 months. So let's see. But the picture is good. So okay. This will be very a good news, because yes, if we can avoid the expensive accommodation for people coming in Paris, would be a good help. So the other important thing about the logistics actually is the food. So we need to think about it. So let's say in the logistic group we will work on it. I don't know. I think it's quite old. I don't know if you have any specific question.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to make this very first list on Google Drive.
Okay.
And Carlotta, are you in design and build group?
No,
No?
no.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood. Okay, and
This is logistics,
I'm
actually.
logistic
logistic.
and
Okay,
civil
so
engagement.
it's
Yeah,
linked.
they are linked. Yeah.
Okay, at this time, I'm asking to everybody, which will be the scenario of the square. I mean, for the activities, I'm sure we need some tables and chairs, of course.
Yes.
This
Yes.
as a default, let's say. But for the engagement, what are you providing just for now as simple ideas that can help us to develop something more spatial as a space for people? There is some input, for example, or not?
I think this is more about actually design and build. What we need is this kind of parliament structure that we can have people for the assembly.
Okay,
So of course we need to build something like that.
okay,
But in order to think about the list is more about what kind of specific needs we have for the basic organization. What we need to ask to the city council, what kind of help, maybe a car, I don't know, a van, Wi-Fi, I don't know, this kind of.
yeah, I think Danny is writing internet connection Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Okay,
No,
good.
I was, but
So it's
And
important to have this
but this
list.
is also logistic to have a van or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Actually,
I
I
will
mean,
put,
is logistics, is not design.
I
So
will,
design,
yeah, I mean, for me, let's say for my group, is a kind of second step, how to move objects and material from here to there. I want
yes.
just to figure out this kind of square in that days. I mean, it's of course it's very useful to know that we need to build a kind of parliament to represent this condition. So okay, if we want to use pallet, for example, we need
Yes.
50 pallets or something like that.
Actually,
just to add,
Athanasia is chatting on YouTube, is I think saying the same. What we
Uh,
need actually is each group, so design and build
I
and
think that is,
logistics work for the specific aim of the group, and some common connection to to get update about what kind of resources, materials we have, or what kind of material and resource we need for what the design group developed.
okay.
I think this list should go in the logistic folder,
Yeah, the list is in
and then
logistics.
everyone contributes on that.
Yes.
Yes, I think that the list made by logistic could be enriched by people who are working in the building.
Yes.
And I
Mm-hmm.
was thinking about if we could, if we need some material stuff, we could try to recuperate these the from the barrio, the arrondissement, from
Oui.
people. Try to try to ask people to collect stuff, things that they will throw away. For example, it could be.
Yeah. For instance, let's figure out we can ask a container from the city council. We can put the container just on the square. We can ask to neighbors to collect materials on there. And 2 weeks before the event, we can talk with the supermarkets and the local store to collect pallets and boards. And we have this opportunity because with the help of the city council, we can do this kind of dynamics.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We just need to think about it. So for the logistics, it's important right now to think on it, and so it's very useful to have this sharing list. And so let's think about it and put it on the list. And Wednesday here, we can we will work more in depth here on it. And with the list, we can later meet the local council.
Yeah.
I have a question about the logistic for the locals. Is there anybody in Paris working on design and recycling to get involved? Because maybe these people can have already a network with enterprises, with big factories, and they have already a network to recollect the I don't know, all the stuff and wood, paper. I don't know if there is somebody working on this. We can use
I don't know.
get them in the civic wise community, and they can share. Ask them if they share their network.
Guys, there's a group called Carton Plein in Paris. I know that I haven't understand very well what they do, but I know that they collect carton. I don't know how to say that in English. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe you can get in touch with them.
I was thinking about something really important. To get more organized, we have an important tool that so far we didn't use, which is the forum. So this kind of thing, like you just said, Francesco, I think it would be useful if we can publish on the discourse actually on CivicWise. And as anyone already started with the use of it, so far we didn't have the opportunity to use, but I think it's very useful because otherwise we lost this kind of reflection. So I invited you to share on discourse this thinking. So what you just said, Francesco, and after that, Natalia, maybe you can answer with this information. Natalia, you know about the discourse, what I am talking about?
No. I don't know what are you thinking.
Yeah, I will share the link here on the chat.
Okay, good.
So now we have as well a website. I will share with you as well the link, and I will put as well on the website the direct link to this forum, so it will be easier to find it. But it's important. So the idea is because otherwise we risk to be lost, to get lost about all of this information. It's true we have Slack, which is our center of information. We have this hangout, weekly hangout, and we have Google Docs. but we need this differentiation between Google Docs and the discourse, because the Google Docs is this ongoing and dynamic edit document, and sometimes we need to visualize all the discussion. And on Slack, it's more difficult because the structure of Slack is more for instantaneously discussion, not for permanent discussion. Okay, I don't know if you have any other question. Otherwise, we're good. Just an information. Maybe it would be interesting for Natalia. I don't know if for the rest of you. The week since the 16th to 22nd of April, we will be in Madrid working intensively on the Glocal Camp, and specifically the Saturday 22nd. We are organizing an all-day workshop in Madrid. And I know people from Barcelona is coming to Madrid for this event. I don't know if you are interested, you are welcome.
Thank you. Yes, it will be nice if you can help me to get in touch with them. So
yeah. You are not on Slack, no? In
yes.
Glocal Camp Slack.
Yes, I am.
Okay, if it's right for you, I can add you on CivicWise Slack, and there is a Barcelona group, so you can get connected easier with them.
Okay.
It's okay for you? Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so I think it's quite all.
I don't know. For the group of design, we have some deadlines to prepare list, something to ask to municipality, something like that.
I think maybe with next week we will be more prepared for that. But so far we don't have any any need, specific need or deadline.
Okay.
I think we are thinking now about the how we can get the materials.
Yeah.
And another important thing is define where we can where exactly we can put the camp, because as I think you already know, the problem with the square is that they three times a week, so we can't occupy the same place that the market is occupying for the market. So
we totally can't,
and
or we can interact.
No, actually the market is using just a part of the square, a big part, but not the entire square. So for our camp, we just have a little part of the square. So what we need to prepare from Paris is this documentation, so the design group could have a vision and a global picture of the camp.
Yeah, I'm looking this document, this presentation, and logistic group, and Can I ask if there are some details that we need to look better just for now? I
Yeah.
look, I see few red areas with red lines. If someone can give us some details just to know.
I didn't
About the
understand,
square in
sorry.
general. You cannot, okay. If you open the document,
Yes.
you can find a Google Map screenshot a little bit down. For example, there are two boxes with the red line. One is, let's say, a green area. I see it's a triangle with trees, and I think I don't know, we are not using it. But
Okay.
but the other one is really in, let's say, in the middle of the square. So just to know if someone knows something about it, because it's I didn't know that we have a market to relate with. It's strange, but it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And also funny. It can be a resource for us, not a crisis, let's say.
We could interact with them. Actually, what this graphics is showing you what is occupied by the market, which is this this hatch. I don't know how you say in English.
Hatches. Okay.
The hatches is the part of occupied by the market, and the red block actually right now is during the market is occupied by the parking.
Okay.
So for instance, on the list in logistics, we should put that we should ask to the local council the authorization to avoid just for our camp this kind of parking, because you know the people coming for the market just park the car there. So and there maybe should be where we could place our camp. So we have to think about it.
Yeah. And we need to know also where are the electricity point, stuff like
Yes.
that.
Yes.
To know exactly.
Yes. And how we can use it, what kind of here in Paris there is the figure of Placier, which is actually the responsible for the square, which is quite interesting. I never heard.
I saw it on Facebook. Yes. Yeah.
I never heard about it. I don't know if there is this kind of figure in other cities. I never heard about it. So the Placier is the guy just in charge of all the things happening on the square. So if you want to use the electricity, you have to ask to him this kind of thing, and you go to him asking for the electricity, and he say, okay, you have the authorization. No, if you have, okay, you know this kind of. We had some kind.
He's a delegate of a municipality.
It's
An
a
official delegate.
No, actually, yeah, he worked for the municipality.
Okay.
Yeah, and
But it's decentralized in the square. Okay. Yeah, cool. And other thing, in the events draft, I saw that events mainly stops at 5 p.m. For now. Yeah, 5. Yeah. No. Yeah, no, sì, it's 17 H. Yeah, it's tea time.
I think, yeah, I think the idea for this kind of meeting should be to keep really short, so not more than 1 hour. So I don't know if you don't have any more other question.
I want to ask to Savario, did you put the list of the logistic where? In the folder of logistic or design and build?
Allora, sì.
Design build.
The document I opened is in the design and build folder, and in logistic folder there is just a PDF. So
okay, but don't you think it's better to put the list in the or create a new one there?
Yeah.
We should create a new one there, no?
Yeah. You mean I create a new document to put the list there in logistic folder, right?
Yes,
because I wanted to put the link on the post in this course later, so anyone can be updated with the list. And then I think every group should make his own list and to link it with the main list of logistics. So if every group decide which kind of stuff needs for that week, then take those things he needs to the list, the main list, to the specific group. That could be the way.
Yes.
It's done. You can check.
Okay, thank you. So I do it now.
Okay. Store materials before the event. Okay, for me it's almost clear tonight. So
yeah, for the same recommendation for each group, let's try to establish for each group a weekly appointment on Hangout and share the updated on this Monday Hangout. Okay.
Okay.
So see you together next week with more news.
Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.